sweet treat, like the brownie from the bakery. Those magic ingredients create the perfect taste and texture. It was our favorite till we saw how a tablespoon of brownie can trigger the sugar roller coaster in a patient with insulin resistance. Emma's baseline blood sugar was a chill 114. After a healthy meal, I usually take a little hop to 140. One spoon of brownie, 182. The blood sugar increased rapidly by 60 points in less than 30 minutes. The rapid increase triggered reactive hypoglycemia. Like her sugar just saw its crush walking by, then goes away in 1 hour. The highs and lows caused symptoms of energy crush and more sugar craving. 1 to 2 hours later, she was hungry again. The bitter price we pay for excessive sweetness, excessive fat in the belly, liver, muscle, and pancreas, which cause more insulin resistance. On the surface, insulin resistance is the sugar's fault, but underneath, fat is sneaking around cause trouble. Either way, our diet is to be blamed for this drama. So, is it possible to reverse insulin resistance by diet change? It is well-known refined grain like white bread, rice, or bagels can increase blood glucose as fast as sugar. Can whole grain fix the problem? How much it is needed for office days when we have less physical activity and energy need? Can fat affect glucose? What meat is better? I love my food and don't want to change my diet. Other solutions? To get to the bottom of those questions, we set up some case studies. Think like detective work, but with data. A huge thanks to our amazing test patient for their generosity and willingness to share. You are the heroes of the story. Diabetes prevention had the fat and calories goals, but if you would like to enjoy your meals other than the mass test like our patient Emma, we choose a healthy plate for diet titration. We keep half the plate with vegetable and fruits, and change the amount and types of carbohydrate and fat to see how different plates affect sugars during office days. Only fresh whole food are used. For the high-fat plate, we use steak and ribs. For low-fat, they were chicken and fish. For carbohydrate titration, we use continuous glucose monitoring to know exactly how much white rice and whole grain rice can change the levels. For reference, the diet titration is done in a middle-aged patient with mild prediabetes and normal body weight. The first plate is high fat and high white rice, a refined carb. One bowl of white jasmine rice can work its magic, sending glucose skyrocketing to a peak of 199 in no time. Can whole grain rice fix it? It decreased the peak by 30 points. It also delayed the spike by 10 to 20 minutes. Still, there's that long stretch of yellow zone. Like it is on a VIP pass to High Sugar Club. Maybe swap the full bowl for half? Let's see. It does the trick, but it will be epic to ditch the yellow zone completely. Can glucose affect by fat? We replace steak and ribs with chicken and fish. Half bowl of rice stayed the same. Will this low fat and low carb plate cool it down? No yellow zone anymore. Both white and brown rice play nice. But brown rice took the gold, keeping it steady in 120s for hours like a pro. No drama, no sudden drop-offs. In the meantime, patients eat more protein due to decreased carb. This high-protein meal will be great for individuals who like to grow more muscle. The glucose level seems okay even with white rice. So it is necessary to eat whole grain. Over 50% of grain's nutrients are packed into its outer layer and the tiny germ. That's a powerhouse that fuels the grain's transformation into a brand new plant. During the refining, those two layers get stripped away, leaving refined grain as lifeless. No nutrient, no sprouting, no future as a plant. Enriched flour only replaced 5 nutrients. At least more than 11 nutrients are lost during this processing. It including more than 70% of fiber, vitamin E, vitamin B6, vitamin K, magnesium, and more than 50% of potassium, phosphate, copper, calcium, and selenium. Any of this nutrient deficiency can have a long list of the medical complaint. So the real question should be how to eat more. Especially for insulin resistant, where our body handles carbs like a math final exam. We use the whole grain setting on the instant pot, add a splash of extra water, and voila, brown rice that is perfect. Get tricks to eat more whole grain? Share them below. Sharing is caring. Caring means more people eating healthy. Or at least trying. Last question. I love my food and don't want to change my diet. Other solutions. What we eat fuels the show, but how we use that energy steals the spotlight. Oxygen cocktail can calm down the glucose roller coaster like magic. This patient has 2 spikes around lunch and dinner. What will happen if we just exercise after the meal 1 to 2 times per day for 10 to 30 minutes at light to moderate intensity? Boom! Prediabetes is cured without pills. With a delicious pasta, we got to meet our old friends, Yellow Sugar Spike. See the magic of a couple hours garage cleaning. The classical dishes are designed to fit the lifestyle of ancestors like farmer, hunter, and fishman. Is this why cleaning out the garage works wonder? Even though no one called it exercise. Let's summarize the pros from our case studies. Whole grain is better for glucose control and nutrition. In office days, Titrating down the amount of carb is also important because we need less energy. High fat is an underlying reason for insulin resistance. If it is possible, stay with low-fat protein like beans, peas, chicken, fish, or lean meat. If you would like to keep your diet, we have another magic wine called oxygen cocktail. We love sweet treats like the brownie from the bakery. Unfortunately, we're not only paying the price of sugar roller coaster, but also the long list of health concerns, especially in office days when we have less physical activity and less energy need. So, is it a sweet treat or a cheap bait?